Fishing hooky power. Day in my life. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Peace. Hello friends. Today we're going to start the process of changing the thermostat on this Force 120 horsepower 2-stroke. Similar process on most outboard motors as well as automobiles. If you can remember back in the day when you had to change the thermostat on that good old Chevrolet or Ford, Plymouth, Chrysler product. Well, today this Force engine is a spinoff of a Chrysler engine, and then it became the Mercury Marine Force. They bought them out, but originally this engine was the Force engine was a Chrysler product, and it ran hard. Most people thought it did, but you know, you got some that's gonna say no. But the point is, today we're gonna change the thermostat and the parts included in the housing that I'm focusing on right now. So we'll change those 4 bolts, take them off. All right, and the size of the bolts that we need to change is a 3/8. So we go ahead and take them off and then look at the housing. All right, we got the housing off. Let's look at that. Turn it to the sun. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got it's pretty clean for the most part. Thermostat's still in there. Got to remove that gasket, clean that up, pull that thermostat out, and the housing unit, clean that off where the old gasket was up there, and a little adhesive. But I can't get it to show you. It's relatively clean inside. Might not be able to see it too good, but anyway, it's pretty clean inside. Yeah, so we can go ahead and lay that down. And the hose that's attached to it, the housing, before I forget to tell you about that, that's the hose that it pees out of, they call it. But the water comes out when it circulates through the motor, and the water comes out, and the boat mechanics call it peeing. So that's the hose for that. And you can take that off too if you like, and make sure that that's not clogged up. If it's not peeing, a lot of times insects will get up there. But let's take this thermostat out. Pull that out. I don't know if you can see it or not. And it looks pretty clean, but I'm going to replace it anyway because I had it replaced. I replaced it about 2 years ago, and sometimes they do stick. Like I said, I can't see. Hope you can see it. And can't tell by looking at it if it's sticking or not. But you could test it in the house in a pot of water, and when it get to that certain degree, this one is supposed to be 130 degree thermostat. Good Lord. Forgive that senior moment, bro. And then you got a retaining, I don't know if you can see it or not, hold on. You got a retaining clip. I'm going to replace that as well. But you got a retaining clip right here. You can see it sticking out a little bit. That little gap there where that thing comes out. Right here. You can see it moving. Take that out. I'm gonna replace that with a new one. And you got a seal back here, the rubber seal, but that looks in good shape because, like I said, about 2 years ago, I put a new one in. All this was new I put in. But then I'm gonna fix the water pump, the new water pump on the lower unit. I'm gonna go ahead and take all this out and replace it with brand new parts. And that way, if something go wrong with overheating on the water, I can troubleshoot it and know that it ain't this thermostat, and more likely it's not my water pump because that's brand new and with the seals down below. So, you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do now is just put it back the way it came off. I don't drag this video out, but just put it back the way it came off, the new parts, and you're good to go. Easy squeezy, simple, like simple as falling off a log, so easy. Pay attention, you can do this. If I can do it, anyone can do it, believe that. Like I said, like falling off a log. So we go ahead and get that ready to go back in, clean it up, and I ain't gonna drag it out with showing me how to clean it up, showing you how to clean it up, pulling off the old gasket and all. Come on now, you know how to do that. Okay, so we get back with you when we put the new parts back on. All right, peace. Oh, also I'm gonna clean out with some something to try to dissolve the salt that's built up in the head. I'm gonna squirt some stuff down in here, and we'll show you the video of that as well later on in this video, cleaning out the salt deposit. Hopefully break loose some of it that's down in there, because we run this boat in salt water and fresh water. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let me clean off those gaskets. Yeah, we're trying to get this old gasket off. So we sprayed it with some throttle body cleaner, carburetor cleaner, and we sprayed it with some degreaser. And you sprayed it down in the hole there. Break loose some of that salt deposit that might be in there. When we run the water through it, it'll flush it out. Right now we're just concentrating on getting this old gasket off. And then we'll take some sandpaper and clean it. And make sure it's down to the metal. And that way we get a good seal. Clean out in here real good. See that salt build up in there? That white cruddy stuff, that's salt. So we gotta get that out of there. All right. Yeah, friends, you can see that I cleaned out the thermostat housing unit pretty good. I use a mixture of dish soap and bleach and let it soak for a few minutes and then scraped it out. So it's relatively clean of the heavy salt deposit built up. So we'll put it back, and in a few months of saltwater use, say about August 1st, we might pull it down and clean it out again for the fall run, just to make sure that that pee-hole don't get clogged up, stopped up. And the pee-hole, that's what they call it, the discharge hose port, is right at the top, that little round circle there. You see it? I'll point it out to you. Right there. You don't want that to get clogged up. All right. because it won't discharge the hot water. And another key thing, new boaters, you may not be aware of it with an outboard engine. That water that comes out of your outboard engine should be warm to hot, preferably hot. And that shows you that the water pump is working and thermostat is working. Not cool or warm, but you want that water to be hot. All right? Peace. Okay, my friends. Now we're in the stage of putting the thermostat housing parts back in place. Just want to highlight, I put some thread locker on the screws. I got my new thermostat out, got my spring, got my retaining clip, my seal, thermostat seal. I got my gasket with a little gasket maker on the back side up against the thermostat housing. And we're going to put it together like that. All right. Like falling off a log. It's so easy. Like I say, if I can do it, you can do it too. Oh yeah. It's a wonderful day. You got the ability to do this. So don't be scared. Pay attention. Let's put it all back together. First we'll put the seal back. Then we put the retaining clip in. Then we put the thermostat on top of that. Then we put the spring on top of that. Spring, thermostat, retaining clip. At the back, you'll put your seal in. Retaining clip, pay attention. Thermostat housing go down in there. The spring go on top of that. And the housing unit go on top of the spring, push it all down, put your bolts in, tighten it up, good to go. Want to do it one more time? Pay attention. Make sure your seal is in the back and it's not upside down. It's a little groove in there. It's a groove in it to hold the thermostat housing. But before you put the thermostat in there, put your retaining clip in, put the thermostat in, put your spring, and the housing go over top the spring. Just so, push it down, put your screws in, you're good to go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put it together because I only got one hand free. So I'm going to need two hands. And we'll go ahead and put it back in. All right. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Share it if you like. Look at my other videos on putting things on the boat, outboard engine, as well as a trailer. Putting trailer springs on. I got a video on that. Trailer lights. Okay. Let's get it done. You can do it. Like falling off a log. Have a great day and be safe on the water. Continue to know that we thank you for subscribing to this channel. And also, just be happy. Enjoy your life. So many haters out there. It's ridiculous. But as a guy once said, that's the hater's job, is to hate. But stay positive. Enjoy what you do. Enjoy your life. Let's all hang together with love and peace. Fish and hooky. Let me put this thing back together. Okay, friends. So far we put the seal in, thermostat seal, and in front of that we put the retaining clip in, and you can see how that looks. Retaining clip. See, a little dark thing up there. That's retaining clip, and it's got two edges that hooks down. Let me get a camera right. I'm all over the place. Forgive me for that. Like I So it's hard for me to work with one hand and hold the camera. But if you see the little clip right there on the edge, and then this part right here, just push it up right there to hold that edge, and you're in like flint. And all we do now is stick the thermostat inside there, and it sits in that groove, the thermostat. Then the spring on top of that. See what I'm saying? Alright, and you're done. Okay, so we're going to torque this down to 14 foot-pounds. Torque it down to 14 foot-pounds. Yep, and she clicked. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's 14 foot-pounds of torque on thermostat housing bolts. Alright, peace. And she should be pretty tight. Not too tight, because you know those bolts are the aluminum, they're soft, so you don't want to over tighten them. That's another key point you want to keep in mind. And we'll trim that gasket when it gets a little harder. Yeah. Make sure she don't leak, just like putting belt and suspenders on your pants. You want to hold them up. Hold them up. Fishing hook would say, hold them up, my man. It's all good. Like falling off a log. Alright. Check out the next video we put up. Hope this has been helpful to you. Don't forget again, thank you for subscribing. And those that haven't, hit that subscribe button and like. Helps my channel. Don't cost you a thing. Peace.